evil must be punished. You know, I hadn't really, it hadn't really dawned on me. I mean, I was just sitting there looking at the pictures, and it hadn't really dawned on me that, hey, you know, this might have been a riverbed, but by golly, you're right. You know, now that I look at the thing, I can clearly, you know, you can clearly see where the river snakes through in between the ridges there. And but you know, what's really interesting is that this has come out with quite a bit of force, and I'll show you. Because it looks like it's forced its way to the surface quite a bit in at least a couple of spots, and I'll show you. On this one, see my cursor here? See that bump right there? That bump right there is where the water's coming out. Looks to me like it came out with a great deal of force in order to push the ground up like it did. So it's definitely coming out of there with some serious force. At least out of that one particular spot, because it really bumped the ground up quite a bit there, didn't it? And also notice how it's flowing around this rock here. Okay, so I mean, it seems clear to me. I don't think the sand would have went around the rock. I think it would have went over the rock if it had been sand, especially if the wind was blowing it. Seems to me like if it was sand, it would have just covered the rock and everything. But clearly, it has went around this rock, at least to a certain extent. Looks like to me. So I'm pretty much convinced that it is indeed liquid of some kind. Now, it could be volcanic, perhaps. You know, it could be lava flow. But, you know, there's no way of knowing without boots on the ground, obviously. But it's definitely leaking something. There's no doubt about that. And the way it pushed this ground up here tends to lead me to believe that, yeah, indeed, they come out with some serious force. And on the larger picture here, you've got this raised area here, this soft raised area here, going all the way down through the channel. And you got your high ridges up here, where my cursor is, and you got high ridges here. Oops, there we go. And you got high ridges here. So yeah, this is definitely the flow of a river, like you say. No doubt about it. Follow my cursor there. These little soft ridges. For sure, it could very well be a riverbed. No doubt about it. And that would account for the water, I suspect. I'm not entirely certain that the water is buried directly underneath or at the bases, but I guess because of the pressures, it was easier for the flow to come out these high ridges than it would be at the base. But yeah, looks to me like things are definitely a changing there, bro. So yeah, clearly. Looks to me like you are definitely right. That is definitely a riverbed, or what was, and probably what will be again here if it keeps doing like this. But I don't, you know, it could be volcanic. You know, it could be lava flow. It could be water. I don't think it's lava flow. Seems like if it was lava flow, it would be more coarse in appearance, have a rougher edge to it, because lava flow isn't smooth. Lava flow is kind of a rolling, pitching blob type stuff. If you've ever, I don't know if you've ever watched lava, but it's kind of like a rolling blob more than it is. But these here are nice and smooth, so I'm sticking with the water thing, man. You know, That just seems to be the logical conclusion, because like you said, the dust, it seems like the dust wouldn't be multiple colors like it is. It would be, it would just expose whatever was underneath, and that would be the end. And it just doesn't seem to be doing that either. Well, it seems like it is definitely water flow to me. And it is definitely the planet is definitely warming up. I will address that in my reply to Tristan, so you want to watch my reply to Tristan's reply to me in order to find out why I'm saying it's warming up, because I have evidence on that. But yeah, surely, no doubt about it. Good eye there, man, good eye.